How's it going? James with OnlineCarShow. In this video we're going to be installing the BMR upper and lower trailing arms for the 2018 Camaro. So without hesitation, let's get this video started. Well, in an effort to decrease wheel hop on my 2018 Camaro, I've installed recently drag radials, different wheels, and we just recently put on control arms from BMR to help and stiffen up a little bit more. Decided to go with the upper and lower trailing arms, and probably going to install the toe rods after this. But in this video we're going to be concentrating on this. Tools we're going to need for the job, and it didn't say you needed it, but you are going to need a torque wrench. You're going to need to torque it to 81 pounds. You're going to need an 18mm socket, any kind of adapter conversion pieces you need. You'll probably need a normal ratcheting wrench just to help, and a medium to short, an extension maybe just in case. I've got two different 18mm wrenches. One's a shorty and one's a little bit longer to put some torque on. Also, one more tool you're going to need is a grease gun, and you can get some super lube from the BMR website when you order any of their parts. That should be all we need to get the job done in this. Honestly, it's not too big of a deal to do this once you get the car lifted and everything and the wheels off. Also, one of the biggest reasons I'm installing this, and I'm going to show you the stock ones once I get it off the car, is the BMR, here's the upper trailing arm. As you can see, it's built solid. Once I get the stock ones off, you're going to see a big difference. And I'll also show you a little clip here of the BMR from BMR's YouTube video of just how flimsy the stock components are. Unfortunately, in the 6th gen Camaro, Chevy decided to, one of the things they lightened up when they lightened it up from the 5th gen was some of the suspension components. So to get a lot of that rigidity and go a little bit beyond, it's also got the polyurethane bushing on the end. It's going to add a lot more even bend to it, and definitely a lot stiffer than the rubber ones that are in there that I'll show.
Road course. In the meantime, we have already started the testing process for our upcoming line of 6th gen parts. We mounted cameras under the car and filmed during all forms of driving.
5 links on each side of the 2016 Camaro's IRS. Upper and lower control arms, upper and lower trailing arms, and a tow rod. Compared to the IRS links from the 5th generation Camaro and other IRS equipped GM vehicles, 6th gen links are very lightweight, but strength was sacrificed to achieve this. It's easy to see just how much the links can twist with just a little bit of force applied to them. The thin metal and open-ended design allows for large amounts of deflection. The factory rubber bushing is very soft and increases this issue. BMR Suspension's rear IRS components are built from heavy-duty materials with high-quality bushings and rod ends, effectively reducing or eliminating link and bushing deflection. You can easily see the difference in our twist test. There is no deflection on the BMR link whatsoever.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the BMR Suspension YouTube channel for more updates on our Camaro.
This should really help to get rid of my wheel hop. Of course, we got the upper and the lower down here in the box. So after this, with the control arms and then finishing off with the adjustable toe rods, should see a huge difference. Also in the box here, just to add, they do give you very specific instructions. You can go out to BMR's website too and download them just in case you lose them. Alright, well, to install the upper trailing arm, First step we need to do is remove the stock trailing arm from the car. We're going to start by unbolting first the front, then the back, according to BMR's instructions. Get your 18mm in your wrench on one side and crack the bolt to loosen. There's the upper trailing arm. Got all kinds of cracks in the rubber too, which doesn't amaze me. Now we're going to put the new one in. Little nipple side up in the back. And you're actually going to have to do it going down and then back up. Whew. All right, now that we got it in place, we want to put the bolts back exactly the same way the stock ones were. Start with the back. And you just want to put it hand tight so we can position the front. All right, to make sure you set your torque wrench to 81 pounds. Now we'll take our grease gun. Pop it on. It said 4 or 5 full clicks. 3, 4, 5. Pull it off. Well, it's greasy now. So we're getting a bunch of it back out. So I may come back in a week or so, try to put some miles on it and then squeeze some more into it. That completes the upper control arm. Now we're going to move on to the lower. All right, for the lower, we want to remove the front, of course, first, or the outer, if you will. just to help get the other side out, or the outer side, I'm going to try loosening the inner. Alright, hopefully by loosening that, this one's easier, we'll see. Nope. Not really.
Five minutes later.
Yay! I try to keep the bolts in the direction I got them so I know which way they go back in. Woohoo! Got it. Take that sucker out. Flimsy ass piece of crap. Here's the heavy duty BMR. We want to do the nipple side down on this one and put it back in the same spot the stock one came out. This one can be a little bit fun to line up the holes right. To make it easier, we want to do the inside, put the screw through it first, because the outside one's usually going to be a pain in the butt. You want to leave it just hand tight. So this one's fine. Last time I had a little bit of hard time making the last points line up, so I just put a little pressure with a rubber puck right in. Well, got her all tightened up, 81 foot-pounds lowered on the ground, ready to take her for a spin. Let's see how the trailing arms and control arms handle.
Well, I'm sure a lot of y'all are curious, you know, how does it feel? Does it make a difference? You know, how big is the difference? You're not going to get, you know, just wheelies all of a sudden just from installing, you know, control arms and trailing arms, for those that are thinking that. Do I notice a difference? Absolutely. It's not a big difference, but yes, I can feel it is stiffer in the back. It seemed to have more feeling in the curves and in launch. In the launch, does have a noticeably less wheel hop. Even with these bald tires, I can tell a difference. But so, you know, is it an improvement? Would I do it again? Absolutely. And recommend anybody else to put them on the car. As far as any downside would go, only downside I can feel is if I go over kind of a hard bump or something like that, it does feel a little bit rougher. But other than that, I love the way it feels in the car and would recommend this for anybody. And I think, as I said in a previous video, if you do want to add these to your Camaro, I would recommend starting with the control arms, then maybe going to the upper and lower trailing arms, and I plan to follow up with the toe rods. Just want to say thanks again for watching my videos. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe below. As I mentioned, we got the toe rods coming from BMR. We've got line lock, which I've been procrastinating, but I'm planning to install actually today. Putting new street tires on the car, rocker panel, a bunch of exciting stuff coming to the channel, and we've got more Camaro swag stuff coming. Thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful week.